Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your spring 2021 reading. My name is Susan. This is EmeraldExpressions Tarot. Welcome to the channel. If you're a subscriber, thank you and welcome back. If you're not, please consider hitting that button. If the reading resonates for you today, please hit the like button and leave me a comment and let me know if you don't mind. So we're going to pull some cards today. I'll clarify with the Sun and Moon Tarot, and then I'll pull a Wisdom of the Oracle card at the end. So let's see what we have for Sagittarius. By the way, Sagittarius, we're officially in Aries season now. So if you've been feeling stuck or stagnant or things have not been moving like you thought or like you wanted them to, that might be all about to change. Aries is all about fire and action and movement. And then we've got spring, which is all about new growth. Things coming back to life from the dark winter. So all the readings so far have reflected that. Wow. These two cards that just popped got my attention, the 9 and 10 of Swords. Something might be coming to an end that's been kind of stressful for you, Sagittarius. I hope that's good news. Let's get a couple cards, well, one card for the current situation for our Sagittarius, please. Let me shuffle one more time. One card for current situation for Sagittarius. There we go. 7 of Pentacles, which is all about evaluating. Always on this deck, too, I always take notice that she went out to pick some fruit because she thought it would be time, but she's got an empty basket and kind of a disgruntled look on her face. So it might be a card of thinking that things should have happened by now. Something's moving a little too slow. And it's crossed by Temperance, which is all about patience. Wow, that's crazy. So it's needing to have some patience and some balance in your thoughts about a situation that you're evaluating. Like you planted some seeds, you thought that you would have fruit by now, and it's really just not quite ready. You got to wait a little longer. So the recent past, you have the 9 of Wands. Yep, you're about ready for this battle to be over. This is the Wounded Warrior card. It's also about persistence. It's about keeping moving even though you're hurt, you're tired, you're ready for this to be over. He's already planted all those wands, but he's still going even though he's been hurt. So I feel like, you know, you thought something was going to be ready by now. It's not, or it hasn't been so far. And you've been ready to quit. You've been hurt. You know, you've been working hard, ready to be done with this. But the universe is calling for you to have just a little more patience. Wow. And the near future is the Fool. All about a leap of faith or some movement is what that means to me. Because, you know, he's moving. I feel like whatever this is going to start moving real soon, if it isn't already. Let's get a card for what is in the subconscious for our Sagittarius. What's in the motivating position, the subconscious mind. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and it's in reverse. But I feel like this is just more talking about the slowness. And maybe even though you've wanted this thing to speed up and you've been working on it, this card being in reverse, maybe you have not realized that you've been slowing yourself down a little bit. There's something that you could have been doing a little faster, or maybe because this card upright is about slow and steady progress. about dotting all your I's and crossing your T's and making sure everything is done right. Maybe you cut a few corners, and in your subconscious mind, you kind of know that, like, even though you want this to hurry up, you know that there was something that you might have made an error on. And that could be why it's been going a little slow, and maybe you're going to have to come to terms with that a little bit. Yeah. This is about something coming to light that maybe you weren't aware of. Mysteries. What else? Just something that you weren't aware of. Maybe you made some sort of error and you caught it. It was enough to slow everything down. You caught it, or you're going to. Something's going to come to light that you weren't aware of before. Maybe somebody working for you or working with you made an error, and it is affecting the way that this situation is turning out. Now, I'm not sure what kind of situation this is. Could be a business. Could be somebody that was working with you or for you, kind of made an error that just came to light and it really slowed down the progress. What am I doing? Let's see. I didn't mean to be doing those cards. I want to clarify with this deck. Excuse me. Let's clarify the current situation at Seven of Pentacles with the Temperance card. Yep, the Tower. Something happened. Nine of Wands. There's the Nine of Wands again. Seven of Cups. Yeah. Some kind of change. Something happened. I feel like it's some kind of error that was made. Maybe you made an error in judgment and it really slowed down your progress, made you have to do more work than you would have had to do. You maybe had to go back and retrace some steps or start something over and just redo the whole thing. And you kind of, you're overwhelmed with that. The Tower kind of fell, I feel like. Or maybe it's happening now. You're realizing that you've done all these things, but some kind of error was made and you had to go back and redo it, and it really messed up your plans because you thought you would be done by now. And you're a little bit overwhelmed. You're tired physically and emotionally and overwhelmed, confused, and trying to figure out what the next step should be, and we'll get there, but the Fool card is there for your next step, which is all about take a leap of faith on something. So yeah, this kind of seems like a hard situation, Sagittarius. So that sounds kind of rough. I'm sorry to hear that. Bless your heart. Clarifying that original Nine of Wands is Ace of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Call a Truce, and Strength. You've had to be strong to get through this long battle. You had to call a truce. Normally the Four of Swords, well, it can mean calling a truce, laying down your swords and you know, let's just agree to disagree. I don't want to fight anymore kind of energy. So yeah, I think this is you realizing that you did something, not on purpose, did something wrong, but you made an error of some sort, and either that or someone around you did, and you just had to kind of call a truce and be like, okay, there's nothing we can do but just keep moving forward. Let's just move past this. And you had to call on your inner strength in order to do that, because I think it messed up this new opportunity or some opportunity or something that you were working on. It kind of messed up your plans and your progress, but you just were like, look, let's just keep it moving and put this in the past and call a truce. And that was probably a wise decision. Let's clarify this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. What's that about, universe? Disappointment. 5 of Cups. Disappointment. 4 of Wands is, oh my gosh, this is crazy. The 4 of Wands is in reverse, and on this deck it's the completion. So you thought you were going to be done with this. You're disappointed that it's not done yet. And you're ready to move forward. You're ready to take action, bold, big, bold action to just go ahead and wrap this up because this didn't turn out like you thought and you're disappointed about it. Let's clarify this moon card in the crowning energy. This could be anything too. It doesn't, I'm thinking of it as some sort of business or work situation, but it also could be a marriage where your partner disappointed you. They made some sort of error. I don't know if they meant to do it or if it was something malicious or just an error, and they caused you to have to do a lot of double work. Yeah, the moon, and this is weird. The moon card is clarified by the 8 of Cups, which also has the moon in it. And this person is walking away from something that they're done with in the past. They're completely done. They're walking under the light of the moon. So that's what that moon card means. You can't really see, as you're walking along, you're not really able to see the whole path. You can only see a few steps in front of you. But you're choosing to walk away. So also with that is the moon, clarifying the moon. Now that's crazy. And 9 of Pentacles. You're walking to something that's going to bring you gain and bring you the abundance that you were looking for. But like I said, he's choosing to do this at night. Like, he knows that he's got to walk away from the situation. He's choosing to do it at night under the light of the moon. He could have done it in the daytime, but he was so ready to do it that he just did it then. And it kind of goes to this card, which is needing to take a leap of faith. The Fool is all about taking the first step, even though you can't see too much farther than that ahead of you. You know, you're jumping off that cliff. You're going to figure out how you're going to land as you're going down. You're thinking on your feet is basically what that means. Let's clarify that, though. 10 of Wands, yep. Something is definitely, you're done with something. The Hermit, you're ready to move on. 9 of Cups to happiness. So you realize it's going to take a little bit of inner work to get to this place of happiness that you want to go to. But this oppression, this situation where all these 9s of Wands were, you're ready for that to be over with. You're ready to put down all these burdens that you've been carrying for so long. And I think that goes back to this card. All this work you've been doing and whatever this person caused in your life, you're ready to walk away from it. I don't know if you're walking away from a person or if you're just walking away from this particular situation and you're choosing to take a leap of faith and try to be happy. I feel like it's more of that because the Hermit card is all about looking into yourself and seeing what you might have done to contribute. So maybe you feel like your partner or someone else made some errors that caused all this. But I feel like you're going to look within and part of growing is figure out what part you played in that and put it all aside in order to be happy and to walk a different path, move into the next phase. I feel like you're staying with this job, with this person, though. And I feel like this, whatever this is going to be much stronger now, having gone through this. Kind of like a test. Let's get 3 cards for potential outcome advice going forward for our Sagittarius people. There's the High Priestess in reverse. The 4 of Wands in reverse, and the Death card. Yep, you're going through a rebirth, going into a new cycle. You also could be dealing with a Scorpio. But I don't really think, it could be, but I really think it's more about moving into this new way of life and you're going to be happy. Yay. But you do need to stay in touch with your intuition. This card's in reverse. So you do need to, you know, definitely keep a check on your intuition all throughout this process as you're going through this little bit of hermit mode to get to your happiness. Yay. So let's get a card for you from this deck, which I already shuffled. And Sagittarius, to be fair. So I feel like you're gonna have to kind of go within and realize that really, to be fair in this situation, you're gonna have to acknowledge your part in it too. And I feel like that's what you're gonna do. So this is just that reminder, that confirmation. So thank you for watching, Sagittarius, and I will see you in the next reading.